Okay, so this is the first in a series of videos to walk you through the sort of technical details of project number 1, the climate growth relationship project. So there's basically 4 phases of the project before writing the paper. So phase 1, you're going to obtain tree ring measurements, and we're going to do this from the International Tree Ring Data Bank. Then you're going to take those tree ring measurements and you're going to verify that they're accurately cross-dated. You're going to do that using a program called COFECHA. The third step is to standardize the measurements, so we'll average all of those individual core measurements together and compile them into a tree ring chronology. You'll do that in the DPLR package in the R programming language and environment. And then phase 4 is to analyze the climatic influences on tree growth, and we'll also do that in R using the tree climb package. In this video, I'm just going to show you how to get started, how to download those measurements, and I'll also show you how to download COFECHA. And then in the next video, I'll show you how to run COFECHA on your tree ring measurements. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we'll do is we're going to go and download our tree ring data. So we're going to do that from the International Tree Ring Data Bank. So you can just Google ITRDB and it should bring you to the page. So here we go, International Tree Ring Data Bank from NOAA. And my internet is kind of slow, but it should work here. Okay, so you'll see a page like this. And I think then you have to click on this link that says go to the actual site, and so you'll see it's a page with all about dendrochronology. So there's a couple of different ways you can find a tree ring, some tree ring measurements that you want to use. We can try the tree ring search engine, which is pretty straightforward. So this is just a database searching tool. So you can search by the the investigator that collected the data, or you can select by a region, or you can select by species. So what I'm going to do is select, I want tree rings from Colorado, so I'm going down here to North America, Colorado, and I'm going to move that over into my search box. Then I want to search for Douglas fir, so I'm going to go here under species, and I'm going to go to Pseudotsuga menziesii. Right there, and then I'm going to click add so I see it down here. Okay, so I'm searching for Douglas fir in Colorado, and I click search, and it should bring me a whole list of all of the Douglas fir sites. So yeah, we can see here's a record collected by Malcolm Cleveland from Spruce Canyon and PSME, Pseudotsuga menziesii, ITRDB, Colorado 509. I'm going to go ahead and look at the top 500 results here. Okay, and then I'm going to scroll down, and I'm looking for a specific one from Grand Mesa. So here we go, Woodhouse, Green Mountain Reservoir, here we go, Greenhouse, Land's End. So this is the one I want. I'm going to pull that up. Now there's a different way you can look for your chronology as well. So let's go over here and let's look at, back to my search page. And I'm going to go back. And so instead of looking at the tree ring search engine, you can also use an interactive map. So I'll pull that up. And this allows you to search sort of by region rather than by species or investigator. So here's the default map. I'm going to go over here to base maps once it loads. You can see all the green points coming up. Those are your tree ring chronologies. So I'm going to go here to base maps, and I'm just going to click, I'll use topographic map. And then I'm going to zoom in on Colorado right here. The map is a little laggy. Well, it's taking a while to load. Oh, here we go. Okay, so then we're going to zoom in a little bit more, and I can look. If you're familiar with your sort of topography, there's other base maps you can use with roads and things like that. But anyway, I can probably find, oh, here's Grand Mesa right here, and I could probably find that same tree ring chronology. Oh, I'll click over here on the Identify tool, and then click on it, and sure enough, Land's End by Woodhouse. So anyway, here's the page you get to when you select your chronology, and so it tells you a little bit about the site and the resource. What you want is this one. So you want the raw measurements. So we can just, well, you can click on it and you can see what the file looks like. So we can see the name of the site, the species, this is latitude and longitude. These are the dates, so it's from 1135 AD to 2002 AD. These are the investigators that collected and processed the samples, and then these are the data. Right, so we can see this first core right here goes from 2001 back to 1703. And the data are in a format called Tucson format, so there's no decimal place, but these are 10,000ths of millimeters. Anyway, this is standard format. So we're going to go ahead and download that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder specifically for it. So I'm going to go in computer here on my C drive, and I'm just going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it BL460 project 1. Okay, and I'm going to put all my tree ring stuff in this folder, and I recommend you do this too, just so nothing gets mixed up. So I'm going to right click on this and download, save link as, and I'm going to save it to that folder I just created. So I'm going to go to my C drive, and I called that folder BL460 project 1, and I'm just going to save it right in here. The default file type is .rwl, which is ring with list, and that's a fine. We'll save it as that file type. Okay, so now we've got our tree ring data. The next thing we're going to download to get started is the program COFECHA, which we're going to run to verify the accuracy of the cross dating. So here we're going to go to the Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory website. So that's just www.columbia.edu/TRL for Tree Ring Lab. And they have a bunch of software on their website that you can download for free, and it's all used for processing tree ring data. So here's their website. I'm going to go under Resources and Software. Okay, so there's a number of programs here. The one we're interested in is COFECHA, and I'm going to download the Windows version because I'm on a Windows machine. Okay, so I see it's downloaded here. Now it's going to be in a zipped or compressed format, so what I want to do is extract it. So here's COFECHA XP. I think I want, let's see, what do I want? I think I want this one. Oop, let's see. Let me just try copying it. So copy. I'm going to paste it into my folder with my project stuff. Paste. Okay, there we go. And then I think that should do it. Okay, so let's close that. And then, so I'm back in my folder here, BL460. And if I double click on COFECHA, it should run. And there we go. So, successful download of our tree ring chronology and our software for analyzing the cross dating. So in the next video I'll show you how to run this program and process your tree ring data.